Showing off in your car can have serious mechanical consequences.
Today, we're looking at what can happen when you show off a little too hard for the boys.
I'm Angelina, he's Sandro, we're real mechanics.
A little bit.
It was at this moment he knew he f***ed up.
Is that his fender liner?
Yeah,
That's
it's
hanging
coming
out.
out.
Oh no. Oh!
Ooh, that food got f***ed up. That's a lot of
Oh
money.
yeah,
That's a
look
lot
at
of
that
money.
whole, oh!
Yeah, it's because it's
Yes,
connected.
it's
connected to the whole thing.
That's fiberglass back there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole quarter panel.
Yeah.
Is connected, so the whole quarter panel is gone. That's
Yeah,
that's
you
what's
don't
up,
want to
though.
mess around with tires blowing up like that or in a nice car. He's already got a worn out bald tire. Tires are made of steel belts under all that rubber. When all of this tread goes away, these steel belts can come apart. Those belts are stronger than fiberglass.
This is what we call like a huarache. It's gonna be flapping in there, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, he had fun, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
How much is fun worth?
$8,000 job, easy. Oh, yeah.
You know,
That bumper's gonna be on fire.
yeah, that's what
That's
happens.
SpongeBob.
You know, throwing flames is all fun and games. This is like the biggest thing right now with all the young folks. Funny. Everybody wants to throw flames. And it's so funny because the whole goal used to be to go fast, and then the flames were like a sign that you could go fast. And now, oh, the flames are the cool part. Well, if you want to do that, you're gonna need a lot of fuel or some sort of secondary ignition or both of those things in order to get flames coming out of the tailpipe. But with that, it's gonna come a lot of heat, and your exhaust system can only take so much. And when you're out there all night, you know, trying to impress the crowd.
Oh my God!
Some people put spark plugs. There's fire kits. There's the two-step kits. There's all kinds of you can do now to get fire. It looks tight. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like it. I'll flow with it, but it f***s it all up too. Like, it'll f*** up your engine. You'll catch fire. He came out and homeboy's just looking at it like clueless. Like, what, are you gonna piss on it or what are you gonna do, bro? Like, I'll put it in the new age. It's kind of mid.
It's mid. It's mid. No cap. No cap.
Let's go to the next unseasoned clip.
Woo. Those are weird flames.
Yeah, that cat blew up.
Yeah.
Nice. Trying to keep it performance with stock
Yeah.
just because you want to go get a tune.
That's actually kind of part of the process too. When people do some of these different tunes to try to get some of those flames and stuff like that, if you didn't take out your catalytic converter, that's definitely what's gonna happen.
It's because the problem is when you do tunes, sometimes, let's just say you don't have cats, so you're chilling, right? But then you get state ref or you get a ticket.
Gotta pop them back on.
You gotta pop them back on, and they're still fucking around doing that. And I mean, that cat's not gonna hold that pressure, all that fuel. It's gonna blow at one point.
If you see sparks coming out of your exhaust versus flames, that's gonna be like particles of inside cat metal, just melted, molten metal.
The catalytic converter is the granddaddy of the emissions. That's what holds everything right there. So when that bad boy blows up, like 3 G's each.
Let's look at that next clip. Oh.
Two old ass men racing.
Oh no! Damn, he just busted a Mustang right there.
He f***ed up the other guy too?
Oh yeah!
Okay, I think they raced. Grandpa on the right didn't warm up his tires. Grandpa on the left forgot to drift off of that. Watch, he should have drifted off right there. F you. I think the guy in the right still got out. Oh yeah, it's the guy on the right because he banked him.
Oh man, and then he's like, oh, oops.
I'm back.
Oops. I'm gonna assume maybe he broke traction when he shifted and he tried to overcompensate.
You're power shifting and if those tires are slippery and you don't have control of that, that's the problem.
You never chirp gears when you shifted?
Yeah, you do, but not a lot. If you didn't burn
You don't drive a lot of fast cars, Andrew?
I do. I do.
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Put that on.
I'm just kidding.
She's taunting me, guys. If you guys want to see me race her,
Leave it in the comments.
Nah, but that's what I think happened. That they didn't burn out, and then the weather makes a big difference.
Yeah.
If it's early in the morning, the moisture, it's cold. The tires are not like actually gripping.
The compound of the tire, it's like a pencil eraser, and so the colder rubber is, the harder it is, and so you'll lose traction so much easier. When the rubber is warm, it's nice and sticky and grippy.
Whenever you see people actually race, you can see strips of tire markings because you could grip. Right there, like concrete, probably was still like slippery. He got nervous, lost it, and slammed into the Humvee. On this next clip that we're about to see, there's a spin out, but this guy's blaming it on his pressure sensor and his traction control. Let's see if it's true. BMW, they always lose control. Oh,
That's bullshit.
it's just
At what point do you say, hey, something's wrong? Something's
him.
wrong. You gotta let off, right?
It's him.
You know, it definitely is true that if stability control got overactive and started applying brakes in certain areas, but I think he exacerbated the problem by just trying to throttle out.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have tried to throttle out of that. Everybody knows if you're gonna try to do a burnout, you should turn traction control off.
Have you ever been off-roading with a 4Runner and the traction control kicks in?
I haven't done it with the traction control on.
It actually grabs it, make it turn left or right by itself. When you take it off, hell yeah, you can do whatever you want. But the traction control sensor is like, I don't know, it's just like the feeling of somebody trying to stop you from having fun. And I'm over here
It's
like,
true.
oh, fuck you. Oh, no, fuck you. So
I'm having fun.
that could have happened.
Okay, a mixture of both.
No, that's bullshit then. My computer was doing it all by itself.
Well, I think we all learned something really valuable here. Turn your stability control off before you do burnouts, kids.
Give me the next clip.
Whoa! Oh, damn! Oh, he almost pulled that off. And I only say he because probably not a lot of women would have tried that in that car. I don't think so. I don't think so. Generally, we overthink things, and we probably would have seen that through 10 different ways it would have went bad and been like, ah.
It could be a mom going to the grocery store.
Oh, that's true.
She's in
It's late for school. We gotta get there.
You guys.
We woke up late.
Boom.
Woo. This is not their first time doing that.
No, he did that badass. I give him props because it's raining.
Not my bondo.
You're right, it's one of the boys. What the guys? So what do you think homeboy right here did wrong?
Honestly, just picked the wrong day to do it because this was a pro, okay? Like, he landed super straight. That was, he could have pulled that off if it wasn't wet on the ground. Had it not been raining that day, I don't think that would have happened. I think that would have been a successful landing. Sandra, where do you think those sparks are coming from right there?
Fun. Straight fun. That's where the sparks are coming from.
Let's say you wanted to do this often and you wanted your vehicle to be able to handle that kind of air, you're definitely gonna need to beef up your suspension, your springs, your shocks. You might even need new geometry of control and trailing arms, but that stuff costs a lot of money. It's an expensive hobby, kind of like drifting.
So Red Bull wouldn't do it.
Red Bull has the money to do that.
No, I said a Red Bull drink.
All you need is a Red Bull and a Chevy Cobalt.
That's what you call preparation right there. We do not approve that.
Ooh.
Oh.
What the f just happened, bro?
No.
Hey, what the f just happened, yo? What the f? Dude, the wheel just fell off.
Oh, shit.
Again?
Again. Oh, wow. G37s are notorious for that. I don't know why.
Wheels falling off?
Yeah, I don't
Did
know
the
why.
lug nuts come loose?
Yeah, they snapped right off. If you're not paying attention to where you're taking the car to, that makes a big difference. Some people are shady. They'll leave the shit loose. They'll leave the shit loose. But then if you're doing modifications, once again, we don't know if they had spacers.
Yeah, they had spacers, that's
so they
true.
had anything there.
I think you actually just hit the nail on the head with the spacers, because if you look at the very tips of the lug studs, those look like fresh metal. I think you're right. I think it did shear off. It's a G37. They are kind of wide set, and everybody kind of wants that fitment where the wheels are sitting kind of flush with the fenders, so you put a spacer to space out the wheel. But the problem is you're really only using like that much lug nut. So each lug nut's holding on by a couple of threads. You got to be really careful when you are putting spacers on and make sure that there is enough bite from the lug nut to the lug stud to prevent something like that happening.
Or if you're going too far out, use adapters, not spacers.
Right.
If you're f***ing with spacers, know your shit, bro. If you actually f*** somebody up, it's not gonna be fun anymore.
Yeah.
Especially for you. I'm sad. Let's go to the next clip.
I know, that was a bummer. 300.
That's all clutch, baby.
I know, that's nice. He
That's
thinks he's,
all
oh, damn.
clutch.
Yeah, R.I.P.
That's all clutch,
He
baby
thought he was
boy.
doing a burnout.
His little face.
Yeah, you gotta look for that back smoke, not that front smoke. You know what I'm talking about. When you're doing a burnout, the goal is to try to transition the power from the engine to the drivetrain to the back wheels. But especially if you have a worn out clutch and you're not good with that motion there, you think you're doing a burnout because you hear your engine revving up and bouncing off of the rev limiter, but your tires are not moving. You can see it went awry because it built up so much heat. We probably blew out of the bell housing here, and we probably have flywheel components and clutch components that are now falling out under the bottom of the car. You should probably take a look in your rear view. If you don't see smoke coming out of the back, you gotta let off because you're burning out your clutch and not your tires.
When did they change the clutch? That guy probably bought it and didn't give a showed up. I'm gonna floss it to the boys. I'm so mid right now. The you want me to tell you? I'm gonna explain what you did wrong? I give her props for answering like that. I was like, I would have been like, oog. Bad part. Blew up. Pay me. Next clip. Ooh,
Damn.
that's
You
class.
know, this guy,
That's class. Nice.
this is not his fault, the guy that pulled out right there. This dude's driving like a maniac.
Yeah, he is.
In a Mercedes with a weird ski mask on.
You're not that guy, my dude. He was
What a
going through
nut.
through the f***ing streets like thinking he's all cool. Yeah. You know what's funny? That he's stupid because the insurance won't cover that. So for those that don't know, if you have insurance and you're showing that video, they won't cover nothing. You're paying that out of pocket. That's gonna cost them a pretty penny.
And that's a Mercedes too. So.
That's an
and that's a nice Mercedes.
That's an S550. Those cars are notorious. Once they get in accidents, even the roof slightly tilts too, and the top glass won't close no more. So that, believe it or not, that's easy, like at least $15,000 hit to 20 grand. This is not cool. These are the type of things you shouldn't be doing to show off to anybody, any social media, anything, because you're gonna f up somebody else.
We're into fun and cheeky shenanigans, not mean
Not
shenanigans.
this, bro. Not cool. We don't approve of that. But on the mechanical part, you're f***ed. That song. Oh, nice. Just a good old boy. So imagine hearing that while you're going reverse and flip your shit.
You never take a vehicle that has a high center of gravity and try to do any of that sideways movement because they are more prone to flipping like that. You know, you see it on the freeway when people try to overcompensate and they lose control in, you know, like a Chevy Tahoe or Land Cruisers, Expeditions. And not because there's anything wrong with the vehicle, those vehicles are not meant to do something like that. And so, you know, you're playing with fire when you do something like that. Something that's lower, or even, you know, let's say not lower, but you've got some tires that are not going to have as much flex in them. You might have less of an issue, but it's a rough day.
Let's roll over to the next clip.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's impressive.
That's sexy.
He's a pro hopper.
That's back in the day, those videos older as shit.
That's it.
Some prehistoric. Oh.
Oh, no. He's back.
man.
Oh, is that a 64 too?
Yep.
Oh, man.
What do you got under your belt? This 64?
The 64.
It f***ed up the door too.
Yeah. Yeah, he like monster trucked that thing.
You know what? At that point, you just gotta buy that.
He did pretty much.
Yeah.
He now owns a
that
totaled
64.
64 Impala. It looks like when he gassed it is
like,
when he really messed up there.
He was trying to lock it and he just didn't step on the brake.
How much rear brake pressure he's getting right there.
You do get it. You do
Just
get
not
it.
enough.
So it's not enough. But I mean, he's looking at the sky, so he's not even paying attention where the f he's going.
Yeah, he may not even realize.
And repairs on the 6.4, ballparking 25,000. What do you think on the Regal?
Not a lot of body damage, it looks like. I mean, drive shaft maybe.
I don't think he gives a f about that car.
No. Well,
him,
pro
to him.
hoppers, they are used to bending things, damaging things because you are slamming the crap out of that car every time you go to hop it.
Long Beach, you probably know that car, huh? Let's hop into the next clip. All right. Slow drag race. Nice, nice. You see, that's pavement right there. That's beautiful. That's,
you can
here we
tell,
go.
yeah.
Here we go. Oh, what?
Oh, no.
Oh, he snapped it.
Yeah.
He snapped it.
Oh, no. Yeah, he snapped an axle or drive shaft.
Yeah, he snapped it. Oh, they're still trying to race. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because he hopped. He hopped. They're trying to finish it. Oh, that's where the boys, you guys are amazing. You guys are f***ing amazing.
Came
That's
in
beautiful.
clutch.
For the dub, the boys.
Look how fast they reacted too. As soon as it happened, his crew came up and was like, no, we got it. Here they come. There we go.
1 horsepower, 2 horsepower, 3
Everybody
horsepower,
hops
4
in,
horsepower.
then these guys,
This was over
these
here
guys
like,
have slow reaction time.
Dang, you're so mid, bro. Unseasoned.
We can tell that it was probably a drive shaft braking because you can still hear the engine revving, but he's not going anywhere and it's just rolling.
He hooked and it snapped that drive shaft.
Yeah.
Boom.
You can do as much modification to your engine as you can afford, but it's always gonna find the weak link. So if you put all the money in the engine, then the next weak link's gonna be the transmission. You build up the transmission, the next weak link is going to be your drive shaft. You build up the drive shaft, the next weak link is gonna be your rear def. You build up the rear def, it's gonna find the weak link.
And we found the weak link. You saw it right there, that guy.
We did, that guy's crew, way too slow.
See, that's what you need, boys. Look at that.
Workwear, clothes that you wear while you work. Super excited to announce that Donut has made its own line of workwear. I'm talking jackets, fully custom accents, heavy duty canvas, bespoke donut buttons, chenille patchwork, chain stitching. Are you kidding me? These things are 100% ready for working on your car or making you look good when you're doing something else. We've been working on this stuff for months. I've personally been very involved. I flew to Seattle to feel fabrics. It looks really cool and it's like the perfect level of elevated. This stuff is now available at donutmedia.com or check it out at Zoomies, but hurry because I hear it's selling out super fast. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go wear these clothes to do some work. You should try it on for a change.
If you want to see even more lowrider fails, click here. Do you have any fatherly advice for the audience?
Do try to keep it safe as possible. And don't be mid. My name is Sandro. You guys better subscribe, and I'm gonna bite you guys.
I'm Angelina. I'll see y'all in the next video.